Go, Steve, go.
Go.
10,
9.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode of the Mystery Children Podcast.
Hey,
everybody.
it's the
Hello.
Mystery Children Podcast.
Hi.
It's really just me by myself. I'm going to be imitating Trey and
Fuck you,
Pete.
fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah. Super accurate impressions.
Number 18. Number 18.
18.
This is
Welcome.
number 18. Welcome to a late night session with us. I
Have a
hope
seat.
You're
Kick up
with
your
your
feet.
loved ones.
We were on hiatus for a week, so
Yeah.
welcome back, folks.
Hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
It was good.
awesome.
My Thanksgiving was pretty good.
Yeah.
So we missed a
enjoyed
week,
it.
but
Missed a
we're
week.
back.
It's all right. And we got some old fucking topics to talk about. So whatever.
Gangbusters, this motherfucker.
Gangbusters.
So
Yeah.
where are we starting?
Oh, the intro topic was literally, I pulled this from the
Oh
headline.
shit, oh shit, hold on. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Apology accepted.
We were accepted to iTunes, folks.
You know,
After a strongly worded email from me.
So we are finally on iTunes. Look us up at themysterychildrenpodcast.com, and we should come up on the last page of the second bracket in the third column.
There you go.
wow.
You know where to get it. You can point it to it very easily. Border agent gender reveal party.
Nice. That's exciting.
Those are so cool.
Was that an
man.
adult? I'm actually...
Is responsible for one of the major fires that just broke out.
the party
Explain
was
to us
responsible
how
for
these
it?
two correlate.
I think, you know what, for me, the funniest part was that it was a gender reveal party, which I just think is so, so fucking dumb.
For another adult.
It's so dumb.
Well, it was for an adult, not a child. I thought it was for a child, right?
I'm identifying. No, you don't get a party just for identifying, apparently.
You never know nowadays. I'm just
did they
saying.
shoot
If there
each
was,
other?
I'm going to identify as something fucking tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did they shoot each other with like blue gack or whatever?
I don't know. Yeah, they threw fucking firecrackers at each other. No, the reveal party, they set off some small explosives, and go figure, there was dry brush everywhere, and it went up in flames.
Ridiculous. Stupid.
It's fucking stupid. All in the name of just being so fucking arrogant, like who gives a shit about your damn party?
It's the boy.
I have a child, too,
He's
and I'm
already
like-
destructive.
My wife and I already had agreed, no, that's not us. That's not us. That's some YouTube shit. Like when you,
What, a reveal party?
It's
That's something she didn't want
fucking dumb.
to. Yeah.
That's so. I mean, Steve's like, damn, I really wanted one.
Steve's definitely going to have a reveal party.
You're gonna have a reveal party.
Nah, man. I don't
Throw a
think so,
fucking explodable baseball.
Inspired.
Turns pink when it hits you. Oh, it's a girl.
Oh, what do you guys think it is? Make it yellow.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's fucking sad that someone.
Is that the gist of? I mean, that was it. So
That was it. And the fact that it was a border patrol agent. Who,
was it a huge fire?
yeah, big fire, very
Okay.
big. Yeah, I mean,
Was that the cause of the Halsey?
Woolsey?
I don't know. Halsey.
Woolsey.
Who was Halsey? Halsey's a
Woolsey.
singer, right? She's a singer with G-Eazy.
Yeah, no,
Easy.
So yeah, don't fucking set off fireworks and dry brush, no matter who you are.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go ahead to local national news.
Go ahead.
Mom. And, in November. So, a pet dog kills its owner with a tractor.
We slow clap for that fucking tractor.
Nice.
Good job, dog.
Real simple, could happen to anybody.
They say dogs are supposed to unconditionally love. So what did that owner do to
He
deserve
was
that?
trying to get closer to his owner, I heard.
If they unconditionally love, do they also unconditionally hate?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Probably when the owner does things to their dog. Yeah, probably that dog was probably like
He stops,
so happy.
He
that
stopped
it
seeing in
fucking
black
died.
and white, and it's only red.
How do they pin it on the dog though?
Well, when they caught up to
He's
it,
just fucking sitting.
The
in
dog
the
is
fucking
just
tractor.
chilling, like,
It's
yeah, I did it.
shifting into second gear. Fucking,
you're still grinding the gears on the truck. And the boot.
he ain't
The man-
too good at hitting the shot, babe.
The man was under the tires and his boots were just rotating.
Yeah.
I
The
wonder.
dog's like, you caught me.
I wonder who's responsible.
So I guess, if only it was that exciting. But basically what happened, a 7-year-old farmer, he was in
You can't outrun a tractor. You deserve to get fucking tractored.
I think it's just time.
You deserve to get tractored.
The time has come, man. So I guess the Jack Russell Terrier was fucking around in
Those little scamps.
the little scamp. Was
Is a Jack Russell Terrier is that a Benji dog?
No.
What was,
No.
what
But
was
it's small.
that?
It's
like-
small like a Benji dog.
Was that a Havanese?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Tight.
Yeah. It's usually they're like white and brown,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So that's pretty much describes the whole thing.
It's the kind of dog
white
you
and
have
brown.
on like a yacht when you're like
It's
a
always
rich person.
the white and browns killing the whites.
Always browns and
When will it
whites.
stop? So
Is that browns and blacks?
So Mr. Derek Mead, 70 years old, was building a rock garden and just enjoying his life,
Oh my God, no, Fluffy!
And he didn't know he was in trouble until his legs were being crushed underneath a giant.
It wasn't well before that. You couldn't hear it.
He couldn't feel his legs.
I was gonna say,
Is he
did he
deaf,
live?
dude?
But you said it says kills.
No,
on it,
he's
so
fucking
done.
dead.
He's done. So
They only found his hat. I guess,
Imagine
so.
yikes.
how hard of hearing he was that he couldn't hear it. Bowling over him.
Barreling down on him.
And the dog barking. So the Jack Russell.
Dogs playing Mad Max and shit.
But listen, here's the thing. I think the thing that everybody's missing, including the article, is how did the Jack Russell Terrier turn the
Were you
key?
gonna say Joker? Heard the joke Russell Terrier.
The joke Russell Terrier.
Yeah.
No, okay.
How
How
did it
was that shit
operate?
was just on?
That's a small fucking dog, too, to be operating a tractor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wonder- yeah.
What a smart
How did
dog.
it?
How did that happen?
Smart dog.
Yeah, how
though.
did it turn?
Well, I guess okay.
tractor on.
You know what?
It
It
put
was
the fucking key in the ignition. It turned that shit over.
and
Popped it into gear.
come on, think about it, Trey.
How else would he have done it?
No, I guess
Sam, but this is a little far fetched.
No, but what,
It is.
What I'm guessing happened is, so what it says, the Jack Russell got into the thing and it was fucking around in there.
That was a pun. Far fetched. Huh?
Yeah.
Dog?
I'm
Fetch?
not going to allow it.
Oh, fuck y'all.
No, but it says that he accidentally pushed on a lever and then it started rolling towards the guy.
As opposed to a lever?
One of those would have been
The lever was to the left of the lever.
Okay. Tomato.
Yeah.
Clever
We're all auto
cleaver.
mechanics. We know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we know what we're saying.
Well, RIP
Hey,
that guy.
rest in peace, man. But
No better way I'd want to go than being ran over by a tractor by a dog.
in the rock garden that you're creating, so now that's your final creation.
There's no better way to go than to be run over by a dog
I
on a
just
tractor.
can't think of a better way.
I thought getting some pussy would be the best way to go. But
That's the
cool.
legacy that
If
you
that's the
left.
way you want to go.
How did Grandpa die,
With a smile on his
Well,
face.
here's the thing.
He was fucking. This is a really good fuck session.
Grandpa, he was a gentle soul. He died fucking.
So anything else to add to
Nothing.
the dog?
No, it's just like, wow, that's it.
Okay.
Props
so
to that dog for being smart.
Yeah, who's going to fucking feed him now, asshole?
Next.
all right, who's killing autistic women?
Oh, okay. So, 3 doctors in Belgium are being investigated for euthanizing an autistic woman. Yeah, so.
Was it just one? It should have been more.
More doctors?
More autistic
More
women.
autistic people.
How many Belgian doctors does it take?
It's a euphemism.
Have you heard this one?
I'm gonna guess 3.
Yeah, 3 was right. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. Yeah.
So what's the controversy?
so the thing is this. So,
the fact that she's autistic and she might not have been capable of,
maybe she. Well, yes, that's part of it. So there's
rationalizing what was going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, so basically, Belgium is just one of 2 countries that has legal euthanasia for mental illnesses.
Okay.
So that's what it is. So
And you're like, who's really
But I mean,
in charge there?
to go through with this process, they obviously have to get
the person goes
the okay from
the person themselves,
yeah,
right? So basically, this woman, she had autism, and she was like, I think she was like 27. She wasn't even old, and she just was, I guess, having a hard time with life. But it just talks about. I mean, they don't really go into her too much.
But would autism have any bearing on like your reasoning?
Yeah.
Of that? Okay.
Also, I think more than anything, it's like the reception of you from others. You know that something's different than you, but you can't control it. And
Okay.
that ostracizes you from people, so you kind of get depressed.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean,
So what happened? Like
so basically, what it is, other than the Netherlands, Belgium is the other country that's allowed to do
Holland's
this,
so
right?
advanced.
They so basically what happened is the family went down there with her, and the 3 doctors, they all aided in euthanizing this woman. But the reason why it's coming into question is because the family said that the way they were going about it was kind of I don't know, basically like one doctor told the father of the daughter to hold the needle in her arm while whatever it goes in. That's exactly. And he I don't know if anyone's in the right mind when they're sitting there watching their fucking daughter be suicide, like just in the euthanized, it's like, what the fuck? So anyways, after said and done, and they were able to sit down and really think about everything, and there was a couple of things with the practice that just didn't seem right. So they brought it up to, I guess, like a committee.
I wonder what in particular.
Wait, but they thought about all of this stuff after it had already happened?
Right. So
a little late.
A little late. Well, basically the process.
I mean, but that was her wishes, though, right? The autistic girl's wishes. Ultimately, they carried out her wish.
Yeah.
Just in a fucking weird way or something.
Yeah. I mean, but in the article, they just give one example of like how, like, well, for example, the doctor had the father hold the needle in his daughter's arm while they're administering the
Was that
the
supposed to
poison.
be like something to psychologically help him get through it, or
I have no idea. So the
father's like on second
maybe just
thought that wasn't cool at all.
Raging masochist.
I mean, whenever you euthanize an animal, you want to be there, right? Like the family wants to be there. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to hold the fucking needle. That's a little bit sadistic.
I don't know. This seems
might wanna
like
just
there's
hold
some
her.
details that aren't being
Yeah, there's definitely something
expressed.
well, so
It's a
basically,
fucking horror film in the making. That's what it sounds like.
well, yeah. So basically, what it is being among the list of things that allow you to go and do this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Autism is not on the list of like mental disabilities that allow you to do that.
It would be.
Yeah.
So when the doctors did it, they should have known better. Is basically what happened. Is that this is not a part of protocol, and so
That's not to say
that it shouldn't happen. Like that she didn't really want it.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're saying
like
that
she had those feelings. Her feelings were legitimate about it.
yeah. So but the reason the whole thing is that that's not on our list of mental illnesses that would allow you to do that.
Maybe it will be.
Yeah.
In the future, who knows?
So now they're being investigated for that.
Is there a list of things that are explicitly barred though from?
No.
Well then, what the fuck? There.
Yeah. So I just thought that was strange. So who knows? It's weird. What kind of mindset are you in when you sit there and you just watch your daughter die because she didn't want to be around anymore?
Yeah.
And then
That's weird.
That has to be very interesting because he's a loved one, and you're watching a person that you love, who you obviously I would think would want to be on this earth to continue to foster that love.
But
you're saying, oh well.
I think in hindsight, you might also be like, well, if she was experiencing that much pain, then maybe it's something we couldn't have helped her with. I don't know, maybe.
But you guys remember
You have to have the utmost faith that there's something beyond this world to feel that way. Because then what is she going into? Nothingness? If you don't believe in anything, you have to believe you're just killing her off.
No, I think not really. I'm just like easing the suffering of just being human. Like I don't know. Some people seek that.
Well, but she wouldn't. I mean, I'm saying he has to believe that there's some peacefulness in death. But for there to be peacefulness in death, there has to be like a way to receive that peacefulness, right? In an afterlife, right? Or else it's just nothing.
I think it's
just lights on, lights off.
You could believe in the karmic reincarnation if that's your bag, whatever. But yeah, for sure. I mean, for me personally, I don't believe in fucking heaven or hell, but I think when someone passes, like their energy goes somewhere. I don't know. Hopefully, your consciousness doesn't end right there, but I don't know. You're right. That's got to be what people hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm going back to my notes, and
Steve,
I fucked up on it.
Nah,
it's not autism, guys. It's Asperger's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, isn't Asperger's is a form of
We went through
autism,
that
isn't it?
whole fucking thing.
You're right.
Okay.
It is.
I think
Okay.
Asperger's is a
okay.
form of
Okay.
autism.
Yeah.
Well,
so
cool.
specifically Asperger.
Yeah.
And
All wrapped itself up.
yeah. So she's 38.
But you know what's funny? Yeah, like your Asperger's is like you're just barely on the fucking spectrum, barely there, because a lot of those people are functioning members of society.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like they're struggling with it fucking every day, but like they're still here and they're doing their thing, and they're having families and
and they're
shit,
just like
so.
barely
There are
on the
probably some
spectrum.
people
You're
out there
saying,
who
right?
are extremely high level, like functioning
I think
in society.
a lot
and
of
still have it.
I think a lot of our society's like most heralded minds tend to
have
be
some kind of
have some form of that. Yeah, because
yeah.
you have to like enjoy the solidarity of it too, because it's like it's just you with your head, and a lot of those people are brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the thing they're trying to get him
I
on.
don't
though,
have Asperger's.
No, PJ totally
just
has
to let you know.
He's a brilliant guy. He's extremely brilliant.
I'm too fucking dumb to.
So the case that they're trying to pull up on him is poisoning their daughter. So who
Someone
knows?
wants on my knees.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So, but yeah, so I mean, they're just saying that like in this particular case, just like that's not a reason to allow someone to do that.
So
Just real quick, we're coming up super low.
Are we
on this
coming up
thing.
super low?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I told you.
Whoa.
I told you. I did tell you.
Here, I'm going to point it towards you, and you just tell me real quick if that's okay.
Let's see. Hey, ho.
Hey.
Yeah, we'll just amplify it. We've already started. So we're not gonna start over.
Amplify. Computer, amplify.
But I don't see anything. We're recording, right?
Yeah, we're recording, yeah.
You sure? Because you said that one time. And then in the recording.
I'm never going to forgive you for something. Wait till you do something. All right, I think we're good. All right, so yeah.
Yeah, really sad. So anyways.
Really sad anyways.
10,000 people have been euthanized in Belgium.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Hey, if you legalized it here, you don't think 10,000 people would rush to it?
Fuck, man.
You might even find me in line.
Hi,
y'all.
Fuck.
I'm out of here. I'm outie.
I would never let
On
you
to
go.
the next one. On to the next lifetime.
Yeah,
All right, so what's the next thing? Man pulls out gun at his own surprise party. I don't know very much about this,
It would
but
have
I'm
been funnier
pretty
if it
sure
was his dick, but
I've seen-
whatever.
I've
you
seen
two you two
video.
have seen the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he, there was a surprise party planned for him by a loved one of some sort. Was it his wife? Maybe it was his wife. I believe it was his wife. But for some reason, it looks like they called him fresh off his shift at the LAPD.
Was he a cop or was he like a security guard?
Or security guard. I saw him in a cop uniform. Maybe a security guard uniform.
Yeah.
But he had a gun handy.
He pulled that gun out
Gun out real quick.
Yeah.
I was telling you, it reminded me of that.
He pulled that gun out like it was a drug sting.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But to his credit, he reholstered pretty quick.
He did really
He
quick.
was like, "Yeet," put it right back. I was like, nice, man. Nice.
right in the band of his underwear.
Start fucking butterflying and shit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, y'all.
Yeah. I would definitely be hesitant around that guy.
Only thing worse than that is if you just like swing on the person who brought you in the door and shit. Surprise! Start piecing her up and shit.
No, it just reminds me of that Key.
Don't scare me like that, bitch.
You never saw that Key and Peele skit, right? You said you weren't really up on that.
No.
They take the. Have you seen it? The one where they take the. It's like the Goodfellas kind of, and they're like, "Hey, come on into the house, man." He's like, "Hey, he starts like thinking he's getting whacked, basically."
Okay.
And he's like, "Man, stop being come in the house." And everything that they slow-mo the fuck out of it, and the dude like comes into the house and he starts seeing these shadows pop out of the fucking, out from behind things, and he's like, "No, you ain't."
He starts smashing dudes out?
He starts fucking popping, dude. Dude, he kills like all of the people in there, dude. The guy comes out with the cake and he's like, getting lit up. Fucking the wife, like they're like drinking wine, getting shot up, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh
dude.
shit.
Yeah, dude. It's a great skit, but anyways. Yeah,
Dude,
be
that reminds
careful
me
when
of
you pull shit out.
what scene is that in a movie where there's a bunch of dudes getting killed outside over a misunderstanding, and there's like a guy in a room, and you can just hear dudes in the next room like, "Oh my god, oh he's killing me, oh he's murdering, oh he's shooting me now, no,
I haven't seen it.
he has a razor, no," and then the dude walks out. And it's just like fucking blood and guts
shit.
everywhere, and he's stepping in.
Sounds like a scare tactics kind of.
You guys, god damn it,
show.
I'm gonna look this shit up. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the dude's in the other room like, oh shit. He says something to the guys on the outside that set them up to think that they're all against each other or some shit. And he's just in a room by himself, listening to dudes get fucking murdered.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That sounds
And he's
familiar.
just,
I don't know what it is.
Terrified.
But anyway, like back to the topic, it's interesting, that was his reaction, like right away. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill somebody.
He must live a jumpy. It must be hard where he fucking works. He's hella jumpy. He pulled that shit out quick.
You pull that shit out like
You know what?
grew up in Compton. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
but
this shit.
it leads to some either one, that dude's mad high strung, and he is anyways, but like what is he getting into that he feels like he needs to flex so quick on just like
That's what I was thinking. There's probably some drug shit that he's doing on the low.
God damn. He's a drug dealer.
He's definitely
Why you say
laundering
he's doing drugs?
No, I'm saying
because he's black.
He's
gotta
laundering
be
money.
drugs?
Was it a black dude?
Yeah, it was a black dude.
I must have seen a different video.
Dang.
I don't know. Whatever.
Damn, we didn't even see the same video.
All right.
You saw one with like a fucking an Asian dude.
I saw one with like Cambodian shopkeeper. You'll never take me.
Fucking flashbacks.
All right, let's move past that shit.
Yeah, we're done.
What's next?
This one I dubbed the Mexico Hour because there's a lot of shit going down in fucking Mexico.
Mexico's active right now. Whoa.
That's Benny Hill.
That's way different.
Okay, all right. Family still being separated at the border?
That's fucked up.
Who submitted that?
Steve.
Yeah, so so I guess family.
Pass the ball.
Yeah, so it's sad.
Man.
No, it's fine. No, so basically,
tragedy was going on
after the zero tolerance thing, and after they put a stop to separating the children from their families. Recently, they accidentally discovered that it was still going on, and they recently discovered that 16 new cases.
Unsurprising.
Yeah, so still separating the families, saying that
was that a Trump rendition? Unsurprising.
No, I don't even think he's used that fucking word ever. It might be out of his league to use that word. It's not even a.
I would love to.
Not even a fantastic.
I would
word.
love to hear Trump recite Rump Shaker. That would be cool.
I want to hear him recite anything.
All I want to do is zoom a zoom, boom.
I don't. That's
naturally sound like Obama.
Yeah.
Like, that was strange.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it was all right.
Trump, Obama, same thing. No, I'm joking.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. So they're still being separated.
So there's still human rights.
Violations and things like that. So there's like the
USA. Yeah. Can I get a chant?
USA.
USA. I mean,
Mexico.
So to layer on top of that cake, what do we got? We got.
Let's just consolidate some stuff.
Yeah,
like this past Sunday, there were that caravan of Central Americans finally made
invasion
to what was it, the San Francisco border?
In Tijuana, right? So they're in Tijuana.
San Francisco border? What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. San Diego.
They went
I'm sorry.
all the way around the world.
I'm sorry. The San Diego border is where everything just recently popped off. But it says like 100 federal police officers, some with riot gear, circled the Benito Juarez shelter, where many migrants making their way to the U.S. are staying.
So did you guys see video of that?
I saw a little. I
saw some video. Yeah.
I saw them. They
didn't look terrified. There's a lot of people were laughing when they're running away from the tear gas.
So silly.
I saw a lot of photos, and they look terrified in the photos.
Of course, they cut the right.
Oh yeah.
I just chopped a board in half. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, dude. I saw that. The thing, actually, the saddest part for me was that there were these like Mexican like nationalists, almost like you find here, like the people who do chant USA. They were like, "Get the fuck out of our country! Like, we're peaceful here. Stay out of our shit." And I'm like, dude, you're Mexicans telling Central Americans to get the fuck out of your country.
But I think they're trying to endear themselves to the U.S. They're like,
that's insane.
Not just
dude.
that.
Like,
it's
talk
like
about stabbing your fucking brother in the back.
But they flex on each other too, though. And
it's so stupid.
They're like, oh no, we're better than like Salvadorians. Or we're
how do
better
people always
than
do that?
It's fucking weird.
That's the first time I've ever seen that though. People like Mexicans really being like, "Fuck you, Central Americans, get out of it," and talking about them like racist fucking people talk about immigrants here.
What I heard is that Mexicans and Mexican government are trying to work hand in hand with the U.S. government to deport a lot of these migrants. So they're saying if you were on our on our land, and all of this happened between our land and the U.S., we're going to basically enforce the same rules and regulations that the U.S. is, and we're going to see you in the same light, that the U.S. is seeing. And I guess I've heard there were a lot of Mexicans living in like America who feel the same way as Trump. I was like, wow, but they feel like if we're going to open up borders and allow immigrants to just freely come into the country, then they're going to use up resources that aren't really accounted for because there's no taxes. They aren't paying taxes.
Well, that's the thing too. Like growing up, like Mexican Americans, like they'll throw shade on like Mexicans from Mexico, like Mexicano, stuff like that, as opposed to Chicano or whatever it is. I'm not
but I guess that happens.
Strange.
Everyone talking shit.
That happens in a bunch of different, like on a bunch of different levels. I mean, Africans don't like African Americans. African Americans look at Africans as booty scratchers, or like just kind of primitive. So it works on many different levels and shit like that. I'm pretty sure Italian Americans probably look at Italians as old world, and vice versa. So
yeah, it's weird. This might be a rumor too, but someone was telling me that.
You want some of these?
I'll take some.
When people were trying to give, actually, because not everyone in Mexico is trying to hate on them.
No, that's not. But and that's like, not everyone in America is a racist, but there's a fucking ton of them.
Right. So, I guess they were trying to give them food, and how do you feed like 300 people? So they're giving them like tortillas and beans and rice and this.
Wow, racist.
and
come on, it's what they like.
and again, this is something I heard. It sounds ridiculous though, but one lady was like, we don't eat beans and all this and that. It's not something we feed our dogs. We want like pizza, and give us give us real food like pizza. But
that's what they think real food is. That's sad.
Yeah, but
wait, and these were Mexican Americans saying this?
No, these are people. These are people from Honduras. We're saying that about the food that the Mexicans were giving them to eat. That could be bullshit. That could be all bullshit, But and then the other thing from the same source would be like people from like the cartel, like dudes from the cartel are like, you need to turn around and leave now. If you don't, we're gonna start killing people. I guess they hung like 5 people, and they said the longer you stay here, the more we're gonna start hanging you.
The cartel don't fuck around.
They don't fuck around and they're not like. I don't think it's like a pride thing. I think it's like you're fucking stirring. You're bringing attention to our business. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Who knows?
What do you feel? I don't know if you've heard about the supposed pact that the U.S. or Trump specifically has made with Mexican officials, which is at this point they want to hold immigrants in their country of origin while they're seeking asylum in the U.S., and they have to go through that process before they can even step foot on U.S. soil. Do you feel that's fair, or should they still be housed or sheltered in these facilities on U.S. soil while they're seeking asylum?
Well, think about this. Like there's a war, there's some sort of little like scuffle that's happening, and they're killing everyone, and they want to kill your family, right? Are they guaranteeing that your safety? Are they guaranteeing that they're gonna keep you safe from these people? They're risking their life to cross the border to get away from these people because like they don't trust like government officials that they're gonna know how much cash does it take to let me get to that person so I can kill them, But who knows? I mean, I don't know. I'm just pulling this shit out of my ass. I mean, but why is that person so important? The guy lives in a fucking like just a impoverished state with like 5 children. Why do you want to kill that family? And then I was watching a thing where it's like MS-13, this is an MS-13 neighborhood that I live in. Yeah. Or soon, it used to be, I guess you'd start to say, but they started collecting money, right? So I was watching this thing, they started collecting money from anyone and everyone, even people that were poor. They were taking all their cash, they had no money for food. And so this one gentleman, his son was out and about, and some dudes hit him up and said, hey, look, give us your cash. And he's like, I don't have any money.
So they killed him.
So they killed his ass. And then after that, they went to go look for his father, which had been giving them money because, I mean, he doesn't want his family to die. Yeah. So he fled to the U.S. and then he got deported back. Wow. And now he's just kind of like trying to like stay out of the way, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So it's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, asylum seekers, man, they definitely don't deserve to live in like squalor and be separated at all from their families. They should be obviously housed and treated properly and fed, and that's part of what this country has to do.
That process costs money.
Of course, yeah.
That's money that we're paying for. That's unaccounted for until they become.
We have the money for it.
Actual,
It's just
U.S. citizens, and then they can pay into the pot.
It's just, we definitely don't place our priorities in taking care of others. Like it's mostly spending on our military budget.
I think maybe that's if I'm playing devil's advocate, that's where
don't play it.
No, I'm saying that's where the Trump administration is saying of course. Let's look at this, because if we're just gonna save everyone,
exactly, you can't save everyone.
Everybody is gonna start flooding, here, and
but that might not even be true.
There's obviously only a finite amount of resources, and at a certain point, if everyone is privy to those resources, those shits will dry up quick.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate. I mean, it's just the corruption. I think that a lot of these countries have the resources to help these people out. But
by the way, have you guys seen this? Just speaking of like government shit, you would fucking love this, and I think subsequently you would probably like it too.
I'm less smart.
No, just because you're not. No, because this pertains more to him. The movie Above Majestic. You checked it out? Oh my god, dude, that's a fucking rabbit hole. You talk about the crazy conspiracy theory shit. This thing goes deep, like really deep, and so much so, like if you were to just entertain it even a little bit in your head,
it fucks with you.
It's really fucked up.
It's fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
watch it, dude. Above Majestic. Don't forget.
It was on Netflix.
I think we rented it off like Amazon Prime for like $5 or something like that.
Above Majestic. Yeah, the funny thing about this conspiracy things. I remember when they used to get me, and I'm like, oh man. But I was never a type of person where
the Earth is round.
Used to. Steve's still a tinfoil king.
No. The funny thing
Steve is most into it, I'd say. But I understand why.
He's definitely most tolerant.
All right, that's true.
Of it. It's just like with anything else. The more I investigated it, the more I was like,
this shit bullshit.
I don't know about that. So like when you do research and you start to really look into things, and not just taking the internet's word for it, or just like some dude who's sitting in a basement in his mom's house, like thinking shit up or whatever. You're like, it's just not connecting for me, Mm-hmm. So, but anyways, I'll check it out.
Well, let's go back. You were talking about seeing video of Sunday's border incident. It was it was hilarious. There was some hilarity in it.
I know. I was like,
there were some dudes who were just like,
yeah, they're just like,
they just start running like done.
And these weren't athletes either.
Got it.
No, they weren't. They
were not. These were not fit gentlemen.
No, they weren't. But there were some dudes who, as soon as they saw daylight, if Barry Sanders and that shit, like, out, son, out.
But yeah, I think they're even throwing some of the smoke, whatever.
They found a lot of those guys, by the way, as well. They found a lot of them actually just hanging out, in what, San Diego or whatever. They were like, nope.
Flip flops on. They're making themselves at home and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I would go to where would you go if you were crossing the border?
Oh, I'd go far in. I'd go to like Colorado or something.
Mm-hmm. Even further.
I don't want to get stuck into LA. There's little enclaves everywhere. Like
I'd go to North Dakota, somewhere where they're like, but then you stick out, right? You don't look like you're from around here, right?
Did you hear Trump's divisive ass quote in response to the situation?
What?
He said they had to use it because they were being rushed by some very tough people, and they used tear gas. Here's the bottom line. Nobody is coming into our country unless they come in legally. Trump suggested that Mexico send the migrants back to countries such as Guatemala and Honduras by airplane, bus, or any way you can.
Ooh. Planes, trains, or automobiles.
Yeah, send them there fucking by horseback. Just be an asshole.
Ride a fucking horse all the way back, bitch. By tricycle.
Here's the thing about asylum, though. Like, it's not illegal.
By unicycle. I wonder.
It's fucked up. Ride it, motherfucker.
Ride the shit.
That dude would probably learn and probably
real quick
unicycling into fucking Tijuana the next day.
Especially if you start shooting a gun in there. Being a fucking expert.
He threatened to shut down the border permanently. Is that something he can even do?
You can't do that.
You can't do it. Yeah, you can't.
Can't do that.
It's only in like extreme cases, which this is not even close to that.
And also, he threatened to shut down the government if they didn't comply with his request.
Government? The Mexican
No.
government?
He threatened to shut down the U.S. government.
Okay.
For real?
Okay, buddy.
For real?
This dude, wow.
I hope the deep state is real.
This
That's all I know.
this
It has to be.
He's feeling himself.
Because there's too many people in those positions who got to also be in our mindset. Not necessarily of our mindset, but of that. Look at this fucking shit that's going on.
Oh no,
Yeah,
most
Like
definitely.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
this has got to be stopped. And I'm sure there are others.
There's been rumblings for a while that there's a lot of dissension within that administration, and that's why they keep swapping out members of that administration.
Yeah.
That administration has had so many prominent figures in it that have been like, yeah, this shit's a little too
It's
rich
not
for
for
my
me.
blood. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little too.
Got hired.
Fucking Elon Musk. He had Elon Musk in his shit, and dude was like, nope,
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
higher turnover rate than Starbucks.
Dude, so many fucking... It's fucking true.
There actually isn't a high turnover rate with Starbucks.
Nah,
it's
they're
more
just
like
on
the,
the nice-
the postal service.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Starbucks does have a pretty high one. I go to a Starbucks frequently, and there are constantly new kids there.
Maybe now.
Yeah, because
When we were working there were motherfuckers
Yeah.
who were there forever. Like, I've been there for
Lifers.
10 years.
Now there'd be a manager come up to the fucking kid who's like, what, 17 or something, and tell him to, hey, can you mind doing a lobby? Yeah, fuck you.
we're,
Here to say.
we're gonna have to
Okay.
we're gonna have to let you
Yeah,
go,
let you go.
Paul. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right, what's next? We consolidated a huge
Oh,
amount
yeah,
of things,
that's
so
true.
let's just go past Mexico. Should we?
Yeah, that's fine. I think we're good. We're good. The next one's kind of still corresponding with that, our Trump shit.
What is it?
White House restores reported credentials after a lawsuit. So they had to fucking file a lawsuit against the White House.
Yeah, and we spoke about that.
Yeah.
Not last podcast,
Yeah,
but maybe
because
the
I think
one before.
because I think at that time they had revoked his credentials,
yeah.
and then through via lawsuit, I was like, yeah, this
He
is
restored it.
unconstitutional, buddy. Like you can't silence the media. And so, anyways, got his credentials restored because it's just another. That's another thing. All these like federal judges out there who you see like filing injunctions and basically like counter lawsuiting Trump in the White House in various ways because like they're like infringing on actual rights.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So there's people out there who are like, this isn't real.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trump's gonna make it hard for that motherfucker though.
Yeah.
from now on.
Oh, dude, the Mueller investigation's coming to coming to a head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things about to go down.
Maybe we'll see. They seem pretty bulletproof. That this administration.
It does
seems
seem
pretty
that way.
bulletproof.
It does seem that way. That's what I'm hoping. Like the head of the
Something actually, yeah.
CIA or whatever. It's CIA. It's FBI, right? Would
The
I don't
FBI.
know,
Oh, yeah,
be able
the
to
FBI.
take this guy somewhere. I'm not down. That's what he needs to be. Fucking
All right,
on.
let's talk about something uplifting,
Nah, fuck
like
that.
free money.
Money.
So, man purchases $500 storage unit that ended up having $7.5 million in it.
Whoa. Gold
So,
bricks?
let
What
me
the fuck was in there?
Let's looking at so
Congrats.
yeah, there's a cat named Dan Dotson. He is a mainstay on the
Storage
A&E
Pickers.
Storage Wars.
Storage Wars.
Yeah, so he's a mainstay on the reality show Storage Wars, and he was selling a storage facility.
Yeah.
Selling a storage facility for $500. A couple brought it. They brought the storage facility, and it had a small safe in the back of the storage facility.
The fuck out of here. That's like that's a Storage Wars. Those guys who go there,
Yeah.
like that's their dream.
Yeah.
their fucking dream.
So there's a small safe in the back of this
collection of
storage
Fabergé
facility.
eggs or something. Yes.
They hire an initial locksmith or whoever would open this safe to get it open. He can't open it. Then on a whim, they decide rather than throw the fucking thing away,
Yeah.
they decide to hire another guy. And this second guy was able to open this safe. They open the fucking safe, and it's $7.5 million in cash.
In cash? How big?
Why
In
would you
cash.
even divulge that
Wait,
to anyone?
It's wrapped up. It's in they're in bands, and it's $7.5 million in cash.
That's awesome.
So
How big was the safe?
it wasn't large, but I mean,
I think 7.5 million consolidated in just hundreds.
into hundreds. It's not that.
It's not too
yeah, it's
much.
not that
Not
much.
that
I think we
thick.
think.
He's thinking it's like ones and shit.
No, it's
like,
not a fucking. It's not a
It's
hotel
like
safe.
it's strip club safe.
Not a
and shit
hotel
like-
safe, man.
It's a lot of
bigger.
ones.
Yeah, it could have been a fucking gun safe looking thing, like a big fucker.
Yeah. So basically, So the couple are the wife of the couple that purchased the storage facility.
They found her dead.
No. So she tracks down the guy Dan Dotson from the reality show, and she just wants to speak to him about it. So she says, "Hey, that safe? That storage facility that you recently sold to us for $500? We found a safe in the back." And he was like, "Okay." And she said there was $7.5 million in it. He said, $7.5 million, and he thought maybe it was $7.5 million in materials, that might amount to that
Not
price.
just cash.
She was like, no, it was $7.5 million in cash. Whoa. So I believe once that happened, he then had to contact the person who was the initial owner of the storage facility, because the guy Dan Dotson purchased it from another person,
right.
So he then had to contact that person. Once that person was contacted, they immediately had their lawyer contact the new owners of the storage facility.
Right.
And
she should have shut her fucking mouth.
She should have shut her mouth. So,
why would you ever say? Why would you ever divulge?
I would just be like,
cash, unaccounted cash.
Unaccounted cash.
They would show up to my house and it'd be empty.
My wife might not even know about it.
She's
like, is that a fur coat? No.
What do you mean?
You start acting an ass and shit like that. She's like,
the fuck up.
Are you
fucking just her on her way out?
Are you trying to get me to divorce you?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not saying no.
I'm not saying no, but you think you. I wish you would. I wish you would.
Go ahead. Oh, what? You just gonna file papers right here? Go ahead, Rich. I'm rich.
Why do you got papers?
I'm rich.
Fucking throw a whole $10,000 stack right in her face.
Smash. I'm rich.
Where you that money?
Where you getting all this money from?
You just keep hitting her with bricks. Yeah, you just keep hitting her with bricks. Just throwing knots at her.
But the silver lining to the situation, it's not the greatest reward, but once the lawyer of the initial owner of the facility got in contact with the new owners, they initially came to an agreement that the primary owner would pay out the new owner $500,000. And the new owner basically said, "No, I'm not going for that." So they settled at $1.2 million.
Jesus, even that.
Okay. I don't even understand why those people were sitting on their fucking hands to begin with and let this storage unit get bought just once but twice.
Think about how much money that person has to have. And that $7.5 million was missing, and they were like, whatever.
The other thing is
crazy.
I'll tell you right now.
That's crazy.
Really true. Well, I'll tell you this: people don't just misplace $7.5 million, even if they're crazy rich. They know where their shit is, right? So, and the reason why that thing got purchased is because they weren't making their monthly payments, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you crack open that safe, chip off a couple $100 bills, buy it for a couple of months, buy yourself some time? But they didn't do that. Mm-hmm. They just let that shit sit there. They didn't even know that shit was in there. But
you think this is maybe a publicity stunt?
I don't know if it's that, but it's real fucking stupid. Because $7.5 million, they have accountants.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing some dirty shit, like drug dealing shit.
Someone was hiding that money, so someone didn't know it was there.
Yeah. But did that person die, and then maybe the spouse got a hold of it and was like, "What the fuck, Jim?" You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Sounds weird.
I guess from a logical standpoint, the new owners, they were probably thinking it was cartel money or some shit. So
I would think that too, for sure.
That's why I'm guessing the wife was like, "Dude, let's find out the origin of this money, because we don't want motherfuckers hunting us down, hunting our families down for this $7.5 million." As you said, people don't just lose $7.5 million. So you have to assume that somebody's going to come looking for that money one day, and you don't know whether they're coming to ask for it or to take it back.
I'm pretty sure if I found $7.5 million, that would be my thought. It would be like a dangerous person probably owns this cash.
I think I would disappear. I would have took probably the whole $7.5 million and been out.
Yeah.
Done. So move somewhere and fucking, I don't know, Bangladesh, some shit.
Somewhere nice, yeah.
Gone. Well, shit, I can make Bangladesh nice for $7.5 million.
Yeah, that's for sure.
True.
Well, that's crazy, man. I guess congratulations on that gamble.
Damn,
that was nice.
That was a good one just for that.
Yeah, fuck.
The next one I think is you too. The Houston ATM spits out. This is about society getting their comeuppance, just little bits and pieces.
Yeah, this is fucking cool. So, a Houston Bank of America accidentally gave out $100 bills or $100 bills in place of $10 bills. So I guess at some point there was, there's the fucking whoever the guys are who come in and they restock, the ATMs. So whoever the technician who comes in, they swapped out the $10 bills for 100. So they mismatched.
Well, that guy lost his fucking job.
You gotta be real stupid to do that because
just putting fucking huge wads of.
Because when I worked at a bank, I used to have to sit back there and there'd be at least one person back there while that dude's stacking it, right?
Yeah, because they didn't trust you.
This dude was, So this dude must have been on like Instagram, like tagging bitches with booties, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's like, whatever, I'm just throwing stacks in there.
Or maybe they knew exactly what they were doing.
It's true.
This also reeks of a publicity stunt from Bank of America. But, if it is, it's awesome because there were some people from Houston who got a chance to keep their money. So basically, that happened on Sunday, and it was a time frame from, what does it say? It says it was from the morning hours till 10:30 p.m. So that whole time, it was basically giving out hundreds in place of tens.
That's fucked up because they're going to find like footage of me just going back again and again and again and just taking out max. I would just max it out in one.
They said around 10:30 p.m. That was when the sheriffs got called in, and they were like, "What the fuck is this line around the corner?" There were people lined up.
Like a new restaurant.
Yeah, there were people lined up just grabbing $100.
That's fucked up. Imagine like you were waiting in line and you're like, you think you're about to come up on
You're
some money.
You're there at 10:31, and the sheriff shut it down.
Like, what are you guys doing here? Man,
Can I just
need to get 20.
I just need to get one transaction.
One, baby. I'm pull out a 20, and I'm probably gonna get like $500.
Oh well. I think I told you guys this story before, but like an in-store branch. The guys, when they come in to like restock the ATMs, the armored car will show up, right? And then they'll set the stacks back there, like they're like these, they're sealed bags. You can see through them, and they're like, I don't know, like knee high, right? Just full of cash, right?
Yeah, that's dope.
So I guess one day, a manager, he came in and he was opening early, and he saw those stacks sitting back there, and he's probably seen them back there hundreds of times because he's worked there for a long time being a manager.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. And he just picked them up, walked out, threw them in the back of his car, and bounced. That was it.
Didn't you say you guys never seen him again, right?
They never saw his ass again. But you know what? He didn't get away with a lot. It was like only $150,000.
I was going to say, like...
He made that shit stretch.
He went out and got a PhD.
Dude.
Set himself up?
Yeah, set himself up.
And not worth it. Not worth the $150. It's like robbing a bank when you go in, you give me your cash. You get like... Maybe you'll get $1,000.
That's when you shoot everyone.
He took the stack of money. He took the stack of money straight to the local university. He was like, "I'm going to need a PhD."
Yeah,
like, sir, it doesn't work like that.
I'm gonna need one of those PhDs.
They're like, actually, shh. They hand him a PhD.
There you go.
Thanks. Or he went spearmint rhino.
Enjoy neurology. All right.
Nurse.
So are we going to go into world news?
No.
Okay.
World news. With a smirk, officials
Let's skip that and come back.
Russia. All right, sorry. All right,
basically, Russian officials.
You said skip it. I was like, I can skip it.
Russian officials were asked about.
Oh, he's going freestyle, folks.
Yeah, because they have some plans to visit the moon.
Nice.
They've already been there. Stupid.
So dumb.
So dumb.
Well, they have new
USA. Yeah, USA.
Where's the beef?
They have plans to visit the moon, and they were asked about those plans, and one of the officials basically said that it'll be cool because once we get there, we'll be able to actually officially debunk, the U.S. either reaching the moon or not reaching the moon,
I hope they go over there and it's just a fucking video of them kicking our flag over. Now we have to fucking spend billions of dollars
to go back and get the fucking the flag back.
At least we know, but at least we would know.
It would be unpatriotic if we didn't. If we just let we're not gonna get away with that.
What if they take the flag down? They just put it out of frame.
Like fucking Rowdy Piper.
They break the ship put it out of frame, and they're like, see, they never.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're so salty.
Wiped up the fucking ground and shit.
They were never here, see? Huh?
They're so salty that they just want to go up there to fucking remove the flag.
Exactly.
Just fuck
Remove that
flag.
shit. They were never here.
Petty as fuck. That'd be great.
Be interesting.
All right, that's it. Let's move
Good
past
for
that.
them.
Can they verify if the world's
USSR.
flat or round?
Probably not. I'm saying it would be extremely easy to just cover that shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, no, those fucking prints aren't there anymore, are they?
Yeah. There's no wind.
We really
Oh
went.
yeah, I guess you're right. Huh?
Unless an asteroid hits that
They're
spot.
just there forever.
Yeah.
They really
There's no
went.
atmosphere.
They really went. That's crazy. That's insane. I think that people can't wrap their heads around how amazing it is. Like, that's why it's one of the
so
greatest feats.
you believe in the moon landing?
Yeah. That's why it's one of the greatest feats of our time. Like,
I'm not so.
I mean, they
I
can't sell everyone.
I think Stanley Kubrick has something to do with that. Have you ever heard of that?
It's beautiful.
You ever heard that's a conspiracy theory?
What?
It's
That
beautiful enough.
Stanley Kubrick was supposedly the one who
Went to the moon?
directed that.
Well,
whole,
look at the
so
sun.
he directed the whole fall
Yeah.
moon landing.
Listen,
Well,
do you guys watch Fargo?
It's that beautiful that he could have.
Yeah. Nice.
Did you know like we've heard Joe Rogan.
Sorry, you said Fargo? What?
Do you watch Fargo?
No, I saw the original movie. The guy
Fuck
gets thrown-
Fargo.
Guy gets thrown into the fuck Wells Fargo too.
Fuck Wells Fargo too.
Well,
Fuck B of A.
They're not a sponsor.
but the
Fuck Enron.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
start
I
naming some
got
shit.
stock in Enron.
Do you?
No.
I was like, wow.
Stocking.
I believe you had stock, though.
Dude, if he had stock in Enron, it's not worth very
yeah,
much.
nothing. Have it back in pyramid scheming ass.
No, but you guys don't watch Fargo the series?
No.
That's just dope.
You told me they speak a little bit about that, right?
They do. You're like, oh, there's just, I don't even want to do any spoiler alerts, but they go into it and you're like, they slip it in real quick, like, here you go. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like 2 minutes long. You're like, whoa, what happened? Going into what you were talking about it being directed.
I've been
Like,
watching like a lot of Stanley Kubrick material lately.
Finally.
I rewatched Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
It's so beautiful.
Ridiculously beautiful. When he's smashing the two girls and shit like that in his room.
Yeah.
Oh, and they keep trying to get dressed, and he's like,
Yeah.
nah,
No,
take that
it's-
shit off.
yeah.
Then he smashes another one. Then the other one goes to get dressed. He's like, no, take that shit off.
It's it's such a fucking twisted ass story. It's twisted. It's fucking crazy. Have you seen it, Steve? I don't feel like you haven't seen it.
I don't think I've seen it.
Do a Clockwork Orange.
Ow.
Dope as
You got to
shit.
watch it at
Yeah?
least once.
Dope
Just
as
watch
shit.
it. It's got some fun. It's got some like disturbing shit in it, and it's all paced to this absolutely beautiful,
Yeah.
beautifully orchestrated soundtrack. Like various like
It's a
renditions
play.
of Mozart.
It's
I'm sorry, Beethoven.
It's basically a play.
Yeah, it's a lot of like Beethoven and classical shit. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really nice.
When those dudes are trying to rape that chick,
And they get down the gangs.
on like the
Hello, Billy
and they're like in a
boy.
huge they're like in a
Yeah.
huge stadium on a stage.
It's like a 4-on-4 like
Knife fight?
gang. Yeah, dude, they like
gang
yeah.
rape, dude. Trying to gang rape this
Yeah,
shit.
they're trying to rape this chick, and the one gang like they come in and interrupt them. It's like him and his Alexander and his droogs, and
fighting with
and they did. First off, those dudes they already don't like each other, and then they also let the girl get away
Yeah.
because they're about to rape this chick. So they get down and they just fucking like warriors status, you know?
Fucking dicks out and all.
Yeah.
Dude, there's
Wow.
a part where the leader of the gang that's like, what's the name of his gang of the cats?
Just the droogs.
Okay, the leader, he has to assert that he's the dominant figure because one of the
They
secondary
don't really have
guys
a
in his
gang name.
gang,
They just call each other droogs.
yeah, one of the secondary guys in his gang starts to kind of flare up like he can actually do something.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, all right, you sure you want to go down this road? And he teaches this dude a lesson like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're just walking and shit.
They're just walking down a
Pushes-
promenade.
Pushes his dudes in the water and shit like that. And
He pushes two of them
and then
in the water.
and then he puts his hand out.
Or he pushes him in the water. Yeah, that's
He
right.
pushes him in the water, and he puts his hand out to grab one of the guys out of the water.
He's like, "Oh, let me help
and
you
as
out."
and as soon as the guy puts his hand up, fucking slashes that shit with his knife.
Oh, his wrist?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't
Top
slap
of
his
his
wrist, but
hand.
he
Top of
slashes
his
the top of his hand just to show him,
Like, I'm still
look,
that
I'm the
motherfucker.
guy. So, you know, if you have any thoughts that you want to overtake this shit, you're going to have to come through me.
And the fucked up thing is that in the original story by, I think it's Anthony Burgess, these kids are like 15 years old. Like,
Oh,
they're much
really?
older
Yeah,
in
they
the
seem
film.
really young.
They're much older in the film. They look like they're in their fucking like 20s,
Right.
late 20s.
Yeah.
And but they're supposed to be like really young kids. So I'm sure they probably wouldn't fly. But,
Was it like
but they like
Lord
rape,
of the Flies style?
they do a home invasion and rape this woman in front of her fucking husband.
In front of her husband.
And like he ends up meeting him again in the past. Like, I'm sorry, when he
in the future,
he goes through in the future. He goes through this government mandated brainwashing where like it makes him sick to perform violence. So like the guy ends up finding him, like it's the same fucking dude, but he's wheelchair bound because they fucking like broke his fucking shit. They fucked him up.
The bag dude or the husband?
The husband. And like he's being taken care of by this like super buff caregiver, and like they basically he kidnaps him and like tortures him because he fucking raped his wife in front of him and like put him in a wheelchair.
Remember the rowdy yoga chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, they break into this lady's house. She's performing yoga. But they break into her house, and most of the time when they break into people's houses, they're scared as shit and they're yelling. This shit is like, you better get the fuck out of my house, dude.
She starts fighting them.
She picks up a huge statue head,
of like a
starts swinging it on dude, and she hits him one time. Then he has to like get really thug. Dude, he smashes her face with a huge porcelain penis.
Yeah, he ends up killing her.
Damn.
Yeah, he doesn't think that he killed. Yeah. So, anyways, go watch that fucking movie. Anything Kubrick. So, what else did you watch that was Kubrick? We went way off.
And then there were also there was a documentary about his. I don't want to. It wasn't his cinematographer.
Yeah.
But there was he had an assistant.
Yeah.
He had an assistant who basically devoted his whole life.
Oh yeah. I saw that. It's a documentary.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and it's a really good documentary because this guy, he wasn't just an assistant. He ran the day-to-day operations behind the scenes for Stanley Kubrick. Everything that happened, that went through in terms of like his creative output, he was in charge of logging all of the film footage. He was in charge of hiring a lot of the extras, a lot of the actual fucking characters in his movies. It was just amazing that this guy would go to such lengths to devote himself to this single guy, And he actually, the guy who was who performed as his assistant, he had a career before meeting Kubrick, and he was a fucking like budding star in, I want to say, Britain or something like that. Where's Kubrick from?
He's from
Britain.
UK.
Yeah. But he already had a fucking career, and he decided, I think this guy is such a genius. Fuck my career. I'm just going to devote myself towards seeing his artistic output, reach maximum.
It's like he found his muse, kind of.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude. Yeah. Other Kubrick films that are fucking dope. I like.
Have you seen Barry Lyndon?
I like Barry Lyndon. Barry Lyndon is fucking fantastic. It's
long as shit.
It's super long, and it's such an odd. It's like this very odd portrayal of like the late 1800s, something like that, right? But yeah, no, that one's dope.
And there was something else where I was watching something where they spoke about the fact that
2001
like Barry Lyndon,
Space Odyssey, by the way.
That's dope.
That's a fucking obvious
one.
But
Barry Lyndon was like a lot of that footage. He was trying to shoot a film about Napoleon.
Okay.
And that film didn't get off the ground.
Gotcha.
And because that film didn't get off the ground, a lot of the footage that he already had in the can for that movie went into Barry Lyndon, which is why it has that motif.
Yeah. It's dope. I like they're all very very Kubrick.
2001 is crazy.
That one's ridiculous. You seen that, right, Steve?
A long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, that one. That's not like something
you can rip that apart forever.
Yeah.
They were speaking about the last few scenes, in that movie where dude goes to the wormhole.
Yeah.
And how he's then seeing himself as a younger individual and then getting older and then into death.
Fucking crazy.
And he's like watching himself age. It's the craziest shit.
Yeah. That's fucking it's dope, dude. That's the cinematography is astounding on that fucking film, and it's like beautiful. I don't know.
When the fucking apes come in contact with the monolith.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they get this brilliant idea to start using the bones as weapons
to fight each other.
Yeah.
They were living in peace. They got that gun. You okay there, bro?
Steve was like, ugh.
Oh yeah, mine. The next one in world news.
Okay. Airbnb.
Yeah, if you guys ever tried Airbnb, Steve, you okay?
Fucking cramp.
Got them cramps.
Steve's having cramps.
He's having cramps from his
period.
His period.
Oh, bitch.
Sorry, this one's about Airbnb, which is fucking dope. But they're trying to remove listings from the West Bank, Israel. My fucking racist ass right away was like, it's because it's so fucking, it's bad. It's so fucking bad over there, you know? But no, you know what? This came from last week too, by the way. So let me try and dig up some shit in my brain. I think it's because West Bank is supposed to be claimed by Pakistan also. Okay. So it's like they're just another open siding with one over people who possibly could have been fucked over for their land. I don't know how. I think it goes back like fucking 1,000 years, but whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, the Israel-Pakistan feud. Yeah.
Well, at least they're taking the moral high road.
Maybe I don't know.
So we don't have to.
That's true.
It could be money over, everything.
Yeah,
which is usually the case.
Whew, I'm back. Holy shit!
All right, Jesus Christ.
Jiu-jitsu, man.
Steve's back.
Just had a tantric orgasm over there.
What?
Okay, I'm back.
You know, I can't imagine that area is super desirable.
Where's
all these bombs?
Tel Aviv is supposed to be really nice, though.
Yeah,
right?
Tel Aviv, right? That's like.
I don't know if that's where Wonder Woman's from. Gal Gadot.
Yeah, I don't know why that's funny.
She is.
Oh, she's beautiful. Yikes!
Oh, I'm lifting the table
with my dick head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good for them. Airbnb maybe making some good moves.
All right.
Next one's mine too.
Italian village installs speed cameras, record 58,000 infractions. God damn, in 2 weeks?
That's you, Steve. Go ahead.
It's all them sports cars and shit?
No, it's me. I was just so intrigued, and it kind of just made me laugh because, like, I just imagine an old Italian village where, like, all of a sudden they put these fucking these modern ass rules on them that they've never had to have governed ever.
Yeah,
it's like they installed those speed cameras, which are fucking. Those things are traps and totally
Italian grandma smashing fucking street donuts and shit.
They recorded 58,000 infractions in 2 weeks. All I know is they love to drive in Italy.
There's 58,000 people in that village?
Dude, people were probably just like,
multiple
I don't give
times,
a fuck. Can you imagine them being like, I don't give a fuck, whatever.
What if it's just one dude?
No, one dude, that's for damn sure.
You know, it was funny because in where I'm from, they put speed cameras on the freeway.
Yeah.
And people weren't ready for it, right?
Of course they're not, dude.
So
they've been driving that way their whole fucking life.
People were getting jacked left and right by these cameras. And one guy, he was I guess in a Corvette, and he was just smashing at 3 a.m. And he was setting off every quarter mile there was a camera.
Oh my god!
He was setting off all of them, and they like impounded his shit, I guess, and like they took that dude
38 grand in tickets.
Yeah. So
I can't possibly be this. Just put me in jail.
Yeah. So one Christmas, one guy dressed up like Santa Claus, and he gift wrapped like a bunch of them. He covered the camera with wrapping paper up.
That's hilarious.
Wrapping paper up cameras. He covered it up with wrapping paper.
Yeah.
With the bow and everything. So
don't change it, dog.
Me speak properly.
Got that LAUSD education.
Yeah. So anyways, that's just hilarious, and I feel so bad because I just think it's like some old world people just trying to live, and now they get a fucking stupid ass speed camera in their village.
You trying to live?
They're trying to live. So what? Italy's where the Ferrari's from. How you gonna fucking do that to them, dude?
That's what I thought. To drive. I was like, I was thinking it's probably so many luxury cars.
Europe is the original motherfuckers who like showed like we love fucking driving.
Yeah.
Dude, in Germany they have all the roads like on the autobahn are made by like technicians, like engineered technicians who like make every
premium.
It's premium. You're super premium, and that's why you can drive as fast as you want because it's not fucking dangerous.
Yeah. I wonder what the stats on wrecks are.
Nah, I don't even think they're high. Think they're high because you think about it, if everyone's just cruising at a certain speed. Why is there any like if you know that there's I don't know, the 2 lanes or whatever reserved for people who want to go 100 and above, don't be in that fucking lane.
Yeah.
You can still go, you'll still be going like 80 or 90. Most people drive like 80 miles an hour now on the freeway.
Right.
It's like normal.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
It's normal. Yeah.
80 miles an hour.
When it's open, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you don't catch too many fucking normal openings. But when I drive home tonight, I guarantee
I'll hit 80 at least once.
80 at least once.
You're going fucking fast.
No, I won't. It's raining. Wife, I'm just kidding. I won't.
No, you know goddamn well you'll be 80.
Fucking hit a
hydroplaning.
Fucking Mario Kart now.
Hey, folks, it's the Mystery Children Podcast. Steve and Trey.
You just
RP.
Start crying and shit.
You pull a fucking like communism, like you just go on as if I never.
You know what happens?
Good thing we don't have listeners. No one fucking will send any questions like that.
but we will. That's the only time we actually get questions. What happened to that third guy?
Oh, did you like? All of a sudden, you got a follower out of nowhere.
Whoops.
I know what you.
Hey, there was 3 guys. What happened to him?
I don't know what you're talking
happened to the
about.
loudmouth?
What are you talking about?
All right, so let's go to the most heady and intellectual of topics.
So heady.
MMA, Jiu-Jitsu. Steve, you want to start us off with the bald man?
Okay, well, was the gentleman?
Oh, I thought you just called Steve.
Did you? Oh, hey.
Oh no,
hey.
I meant the other one.
Steve, the bald man. I was
The
like,
other
wow,
white-
you just getting real
Right,
ballsy.
The other white bald
Right to
man.
the nuts.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, so Chuck Liddell got murked out, right? Got murked.
Yeah.
So upon everything,
It was sad. No one needed to see that.
Less than a round.
Let alone his. Does he have wife and kids? I want to say wife
Yeah,
and kids.
he has to.
His wife has got to watch that.
If he doesn't have any officially, he definitely has some illegitimates.
She's like, I'm gonna get hit tonight.
oh,
Oh, I'm gonna get Iceman.
Oh, someone's going to sleep.
He comes
I'm
home. and
not the
fucking-
only one.
He comes home and smashes through the door. He's
yeah.
just fucking ready to fight. Oh no! She's wrapping her hands like fucking the end of
Third bedroom door this week.
like Liam Neeson at the end of that fucking movie. She's ready for battle.
man.
So anyway, sorry, Chuck Liddell.
He doesn't
It's not
actually.
worth the
He doesn't
CTE.
knock on the door to enter. He just fucking
just smashes
casting
through
punches through it.
like what?
Iceman.
Like what's his name? Who was fucking yes, whatever. Let it go. So
yeah, no.
no, the Ultimate Fighter. What's his name? Fucking
Rampage.
Rampage. We
When he
smashed
kicks that
fucking-
paper door and
That
shit,
door.
like-
God.
That's just fake.
It's just
Made out of
fake
fucking
news.
paper mache,
The
dude.
funniest meme I saw of that was it was him smashing through that fucking door, and it said someone said that door later had an abortion. That had a miscarriage. That the door later had a miscarriage. That's so stupid. But anyways, yeah.
Okay, so
Chuck Liddell is a perfect example of something. I think he's 50 years old.
48, right? 48
no,
years
he's 50.
50?
I just listened to the Joe Rogan podcast, and he said he was fucking 50.
Joe
So
Rogan
he
lied
could-
to you.
He could either way. He looks 50, and I'm
Yeah.
sure at some point in his
He
mind
hasn't aged well.
you advance the shit out of your any kind of CTE that he had.
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
like,
Oh.
yep, let's take 5 more years.
The weird thing is that who would have thought Tito would have ended his career in this type of light?
I knew it was going to happen.
His shit.
I called
No,
it.
I mean he's won his last 3 fights, if I'm not mistaken. His career has been great on the down, on the down end.
I didn't even watch the fight, but from what I read, from the get go, Tito was already like, I can tell this is like playing with a kitten now.
Tito is he's still
I saw
he's
the
still in
video.
great shape.
He's still in great
He
shape,
still
yeah.
looks fairly good, for his age. He's had a great career, and that career, right at the end when he was on the end and people thought it was over in the UFC before he left and went to Bellator.
Yeah.
People considered that he was washed and he was done.
Yeah, of course.
Then he went to Bellator and he beat Shlemenko, who was a title holder there, and he beat Kale. So he beat Sonnen.
Oh yeah, Chael.
Yeah,
sorry.
or Kale.
It's
I
like
was
a
like-
delicious salad.
I was like, yeah, I know that fighter, Kale Johnson.
I've heard people call him Kale before. I don't know. Whatever. Chael Sonnen. So he beat Chael Sonnen. He beat Shlemenko. He's now beaten. He didn't even it up because it was a trilogy fight and he lost the first 2. But he was able to avenge those 2 losses at least.
The funniest part was they were just like sad, like when people were they captioned it sad when he was doing his normal post fight dance where he pretends to dig a grave, he walks
was
towards you,
actually digging a grave?
the guy's knocked unconscious, which is the most fucked up shit ever, and then you pretend to drag his feet into said grave and then bury him. Like, oh my god, dude,
come on, man.
that's fucking hilarious though. How
if
sad is that?
If you
though?
knock a nigga out in front of his family, that'd
Imagine,
be disrespectful.
I just imagine someone knocking my dad out in the street or something, and then doing that little dance. I'm like, yeah, that's fucked up.
And
Dad.
then he makes love to your wife after you.
He pantomimes making love to your wife.
Oh, this is your wife.
This is your wife right here.
He runs over to where she's sitting and he's like,
This is you. This is you.
Yeah, that's. I just don't like seeing old men get knocked out.
She's like, I don't like this. But she really does like it.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, he's the winner.
She's human.
the winner. It's nature. It's like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, so
See you later.
It's really fucked up because it is.
Yeah, it is.
but Yeah, well, Dana
Anyways,
White.
Dana White.
Upset
That
at
was the
Golden
first
Boy.
thing. Golden Boy promotions.
Oscar, promotions.
Oscar de la Hoya.
Oscar de la Hoya.
He's going at Oscar as if he's the only fucking exploitive ass motherfucker.
Or that he's Chuck Liddell's fucking daddy.
Get the
Come
fuck
on,
outta here.
dude. Chuck, he's a grown man. He made his own decisions, and they're
Dana
like,
White has
they're like,
exploited
okay.
the shit out of fighters in the past. Like, stop it.
Yeah, he also gave a lot of fighters, chances though to become someone.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he's an exploitive fucker, just like
just
he's
saying.
about making money.
Yeah.
I don't even like Dana White, but yeah, more so exploitative. He's got that P.T. Barnum thing going on.
Yeah.
He's just like, come look at the freaks.
Do you remember when he had Randy Couture fight? Who was that boxer?
Butterbean.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
Butterbean.
hilarious.
Remember the black dude.
Oh, and then he smashed that black dude up, right?
Yeah, murdered him. But he knew goddamn well that black dude should have been in the ring with Randy Couture.
Yeah, because
Wow,
all he did was
man.
just catch an ankle pick and just took him down, and
That was
like, stop it.
yeah. It was very reminiscent of like the early UFC where like
Yeah.
the one boxing glove dude
With the one boxing
and
glove
and when Hoist Gracie took his back, he immediately tapped. He didn't even wait for
He's like,
anything
no.
to happen.
Smart man.
Yeah, he's a smart man.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Michael B. Jordan recently challenged
Yes.
Roy Jones Jr.? He believes that he can beat him now.
Did you hear the
Just 'cause he's
rebuttal?
fucking been training for Rocky. For
Roy
real.
Jones Jr.?
Yeah.
Roy
Yeah.
Jones Jr. Even now, there's no way there's no way
Dude,
Michael B. Jordan's going to beat Roy Jones.
How fucked up? How bad would you feel though?
replied to it.
If
Roy Jones was like, let's do it.
He's like, oh, okay, well, he can get a hold of me.
dude, what if
how fucked up would
if he
that
got
be? If you
beat?
saw that, see, that's what I feel when I saw Tito destroy my Iceman.
Oh, he
fucked
beats him.
up.
Oh, man.
Dude, he beats
That would
the
be
shit out of him. He rocks him. Works him.
That would
Sends
be
him through
really
the ropes
bad.
knockout. You know what I mean? Like face first through the, like fuck off. And he looks in the camera like, fuck I thought, Trey. I'm you next.
Dude, and he wears Creed boxing shorts the whole time. That would be fucked
He
up.
promotes the movie right
From a
after.
dad.
And he brings up the actor who played Creed. I
Yeah,
mean, who
brings
originally
out-
played Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah, man. That's who cares? Fuck it.
Who are you betting on if that fight happens?
Roy Jones Jr., dude. He's a professional boxer. Why would I not go against him? It's like saying who'd I go for against McGregor versus Mayweather? I went for Mayweather. Mayweather was definitely going to win that. There was no way he wasn't going to win that.
Who would win between Adesanya and
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva,
Chuck
Adesanya.
Norris? And Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris would get fucking destroyed. The funny thing is, like all of these.
Have you guys seen what Chuck Norris can do?
All of these like memes and all this, perceived like all this, high, like obviously in the sake of humor, but like really, you might be able to fuck him up right now. To be honest, you don't think you could double leg Chuck Norris right now and just beat the fuck out of him?
He's a Brazilian black belt.
Is he?
Yeah, and then Machado.
I'm telling you.
Right now, though, you don't think just on the street, Steve? Really? I'm surprised that you're non-bravado here, Chuck Norris.
But listen, every time I say something like Chuck comes up to me or like like Arnold Schwarzenegger,
All I know
they
is-
always run into me and they're talking shit.
He's not a competing black belt.
Ooh,
There's a big
sure
fucking
is,
difference. Shut up, you don't know it.
Yeah, dude.
Chuck Norris is a bad motherfucker. I don't care what you say.
All I know is that Asian dude kicked his ass.
You didn't see that dude
Wasn't real
Bruce?
fight?
kicking the shit out of Bruce in the Coliseum?
No. Dude, he had a healthy shag fucking
Hell
chest in
yeah,
that thing.
come on.
Ooh,
How you gonna beat that shit?
He looks like the brawny guy.
Who do you guys think would win between you guys are going for Stylebender?
Oh, yeah, Adesanya.
PJ's going for Stylebender.
Adesanya's
I'm going for the former GOAT.
Damn.
I can't. He disappointed me too much.
You know what?
He did. He
He disappointed
too,
me,
but-
and I'm not
You're
gonna
right.
forget that. Not gonna forget
Older self versus younger self, right?
But that's exactly what it is. I believe that's why Anderson even took the fight.
2004
Interesting.
Anderson versus 2000.
I think that's why he took the
Fucked
fight
up.
because he was like, this dude reminds me of myself. So why not
That would suck.
test? But what if he wins?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
What if he just murders Adesanya?
If you guys
Yeah, what if he murders Adesanya? You'd be like, damn,
I
that
can't.
sucks.
Dude, I
He
just want to see the
totally
dance.
derailed
I
that
just
hype
want-
train.
I want to see the dance at the end. Just
He can't even do that shit anymore. He's like,
ah, fuck it. You guys remember?
you get some.
you
you remember what it looks like. Just picture it. Yeah.
he jumps up on the cage to do that backflip and shit. He
Fucking shattered
eats
both
shit.
his legs. Both his fucking
Both his legs,
fucking
and he
shattered.
lands on his neck.
Just like last
They're just fucking dead.
He's normal.
Adesanya couldn't beat him, but
The
but his
octagon
body
did.
could.
Actually, I did just see a MMA video where the guy had just won via knockout, and he ran up to the top of the cage, and he jumped off all fucking weird
fucked
and
himself
dislocated
up.
his knee
Nice.
immediately. And then he tried to hobble like, ha, 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 and then he like this little barrel roll.
Nah,
He's like,
nigga.
"Aye, my knee."
No, nigga, you dead. No, you dead, nigga.
Yeah, dude.
Your knee is done.
Oh, you haven't lived until you've dislocated your knee. It's fucking fantastic.
Oh my god.
Okay, Oscar De La Hoya to Dana White. Never tell a fighter to
Never
retire.
tell a fighter to retire. Don't you ever tell the fighter's heart. The fighter has heart, then you
Do
have to
whatever he
defend the
wants to
fighter.
do.
You know, it's funny. Recently, Dana White was saying how I never tell anybody to stay in this game. This game is a brutal sport. And then not too long ago, he was speaking about how he wanted Daniel Cormier to stay around 3 more fights so that he can fight eventually have a trilogy fight with John Jones. And I'm like, well, which one is it? Are you not telling dudes to stay, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Speaking of the John Jones thing, like, let's just keep going on fucking further tangents. It's funny. It's astounding the people that you read, like in the comment section online about Cormier versus John Jones.
Yeah.
People, so many. There's like a resounding thing that John Jones is just the uncontested greatest.
That's it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Because
Because there's
DC
an
had him.
asterisk, man. There's an asterisk on that. Because
DC had him that last fight,
Yeah.
and then Jones got one fucking lucky, whatever it was, a kick or whatever the fuck it was, I forget.
not even that, but he popped for fucking steroids.
for
like,
me,
exactly.
You can't count those fights.
And how's that dude hanging with you and you're on steroids still?
The asterisk isn't even that for me. Is that he's in the 205 division. He's fucking huge.
He's a big dude.
He's huge.
You asterisking because of his physical
Yeah,
body.
come
you
on,
can't
man.
do that.
Yes, I can.
No,
Fuck
because
that.
you know how
Way too big.
You're too big.
Way too big.
Yeah, for me, it's too big.
He's too big, man.
That'd be hilarious. You'd be another fighter like, yeah, he whooped my ass, but put an asterisk next to that.
Because that nigga way too
he's so
big. He's fucking big, too big. Look at his fucking arms. Look at his arms.
How did you expect me to do anything?
What the fuck is I gonna do? But I'm saying, just think about it. That's how he's beaten everyone.
Yeah,
the
being lengthy.
only person who he's had, or the 2 people who he's had the hardest time dealing with, have been people who could match him in height and length.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was in, is it Gustafsson?
Gustafsson,
Or is it
yeah.
Gustafsson?
Gustafsson, yeah.
And that was in Gustafsson, and also, goddamn, what was that guy? What's the cat's name? Who he fought the last time he popped for drugs, and then he came back, and he didn't have a great showing.
Vince St. Preux.
Oh, Vince. Yeah, OSP.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great showing against him because he's matched in height and length.
His best showing was the classic young wolf versus the aging old legend, and that was against Mauricio Shogun
Oh
Hua.
God, that was
a his
fucking massacre.
best showing in his like coming of age fucking fight, but it was against an older, slower Hua. Like he wasn't as
Yeah,
explosive
he's
as
not
he
the
was.
same.
He wasn't Pride
No,
Hua,
no.
So it's like there's an asterisk next to that too. So maybe he's not as great. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe he
I
is. Who
think
knows?
he's great, but
He's definitely talented.
He has had some
but like you said,
favorable matchups.
when
I
you
think in
match a
terms of
dude up
size,
with Gustafsson,
he's had favorable matchups.
that was bad for him.
I mean, when I think he recently, I mean, he was saying before they asked him who is he most scared to fight, John Jones, and he said he was most scared to fight Rampage. He thought Rampage was gonna knock him the fuck out.
Damn.
Yeah, and he handled Rampage easily.
Yeah, he was
easily.
stronger, faster.
But I mean, you have to think at that point, Rampage is a scary fucking dude.
Yeah.
you don't ever want to get punched by fucking Rampage. Ever.
Still, yeah.
And I think that was when Rampage had just come off the peekaboo
Yeah.
of Wanderlei, right?
Yeah, and even then, Rampage's, I feel like even his brightest days were like back in Pride.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
were back in Pride, yeah.
Then when all those dudes were young as fuck.
Once he lost that core strength that he had.
Of course, he stopped
He was
carrying
a
around the
rat.
real chains.
Yeah.
They're just plastic ones.
What about the new development with the Meow Brothers?
Oh yeah,
At least one of
that
them.
is actually. So one of these very high level black belts who's actually a twin, and they're like masters of the Berimbolo.
Right.
And that shit, when the height of that thing was really big, these guys were really, really, really like they were the dudes.
Yeah.
So, anyways, one of them got popped for
Steroids.
So dudes be using steroids in jiu-jitsu competitions because there's so many unregulated. They're not gonna have you piss at the IBJJF.
Everybody's on
Worlds
steroids.
or Pan Ams or Nationals.
Everybody's on steroids.
Everyone on steroids.
It's from Nate Diaz. Everybody on steroids.
That's perfect, Nate Diaz.
You didn't hear the lisp?
No, I heard, but it was.
Everybody on steroids.
He sounds like
Dang, you gotta roll your R's and everything.
Everybody on steroids. That's fine,
a Central
man.
American dude.
What are we talking about? Everybody on steroids. Should we let? I mean,
What do
we
we
have
got?
like 4 minutes, so let's just start running through this shit.
All right.
Hugh
Okay,
Hefner.
so Sage North cut from UFC.
Oh,
he was
yeah,
on a
yeah.
3-fight win streak.
About time. He hasn't shown himself against anyone who like was any fucking worth.
But how do you cut? They put
Done.
so much
Cut.
so
Just
much
like that.
publicity. So much publicity and money into promoting this guy.
Oh,
And he's
well.
on a 3-fight win streak, and then you
Listen, you only bet on a horse so many times before that horse has to be glue.
put out you put out a statement saying that he wasn't ready. How is he not ready?
wasn't ready.
He's beat people in your organization. All right, fuck it. You don't care.
Sage.
Anytime you see PJ on the street, beat the fuck out of him.
Come at me. Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
Please don't come at me.
I met that dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He really fucking dope. A really cool
Yeah,
guy.
nice guy.
Sweet boy.
Oh yeah, you met him too, right? You're
really cool.
So next,
Rachel Ashtovich.
Rachel Ostovich.
Ostanovich.
UFC fighter. Female UFC fighter was a victim of domestic violence.
Rachel Stavanovich.
abuse victims.
Abuse victim. And actually, at the time, it was like inside people were saying, oh, it's someone really close to her. And I was like, who the fuck could that be?
Who is it?
And her husband just happens to be another
MMA
professional
fighter.
MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I wonder. And she had a broken orbital, so
God
Damn, he went in.
fucking. She probably fucking gave him a good one, and he just came back with it, huh?
He's like, I
Chris
didn't do that with
Brown
my
her.
fist.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
He beat her ass like Chris Brown. He had some actual fucking,
that's fucked
get some
up.
actual fire behind it.
Damn. He's like, go ahead,
Don't
hit
ever
me.
forget.
I dare you to
Don't
hit me, and she
fucking ever
fucking
forget.
put a hot
He
one
broke
on.
my orbital. So he hit you with his hands? No, it wasn't his hands. He kicked you? Wasn't his feet either.
Just the wiener smash.
What did he hit you with?
The wiener smash.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking piece of shit. Anyway,
Yeah,
and that's
Jesus.
fucked up that she wasn't dope enough to
Yeah, get your
fucking
game
carry
up.
some shit and scoop that fool up.
Yeah, get your game up.
Because I think I would have trouble fucking her up.
But yeah, but it's the equalizer. If he knows what she knows and he's a guy, come on.
I feel like he probably just popped her. I bet you in like
Like a sucker punch type situation.
What would provoke him? I wonder. Is
Dude,
probably
she's
jealousy.
beautiful.
Jealousy. It's jealousy.
She's
huh?
beautiful, bro.
Maybe
jealousy.
jealousy. You know.
Because he's not too handsome and he's not a UFC fighter. So
No, he's not an unattractive dude at all.
He's unattractive. Also,
no,
Steve.
he's not.
Oh man.
He's a
Wow.
5.
PJ has a
How long
fucking
they've been
crazy
together?
ass barometer for attractiveness.
I have a fantastic barometer. Go on.
Come on, dude. You said Pete Davidson was unattractive. Pete Davidson is sexy. I don't give
We're
a
still
fuck.
talking about this.
We going back. We're going back to this train.
Listen.
Pete, call me.
Listen. If it walks like a golem.
That's so fucked up, dude. See, you got her ass beat. That's why.
Oh, no.
No, it's yeah. Maybe she's smart mouthing like that. Who knows?
See, she
Well-
said that shit.
Anyways,
PJ said.
So
in entertainment news,
in entertainment news,
Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner.
reportedly dumped casket
Keep
of sex
singing.
tapes into sea
Come
before
on.
his
we don't
death.
have time to repeat too much.
Sing.
Hugh Hefner reportedly dumped casket. Why a casket?
I don't know.
That's strange. Why couldn't it be a crate?
Why can't he just throw a crate to the bottom of
Maybe
those?
to pantomime where he was headed. I don't know.
Doesn't he understand that sex tapes you could just burn them? He has a whole house to burn them. Why dump a casket of something that you could just find?
It must have been some crazy ass sex tapes that he had to get rid
Oh, I'm
of.
sure there were. Imagine all the fucking sex he's had in his life.
It's
Imagine the realms
It's
that
like
he's
him
taken it to.
Him giving like JFK a hand job.
And he gets bored. Yeah, he's like
JFK
bored.
is fucking writing out documents as he's doing it.
like,
He's still in his robe
He's like
too.
he's like a vampire. Like vampires, the thousands of years of sex.
Yeah.
Regular shit doesn't do it for
Yeah,
you.
there definitely had to be some
Yeah,
wild
stick
shit
a
on those
fucking
tapes.
railroad stake in his dick hole or something.
or like a goat with like what is it like 6 nipple tassels or something,
Yeah,
right? So you
yeah,
gotta cover
yeah.
every nipple.
Everything.
Just
bro.
like in 300,
Yo.
that fucking sexy goat thing.
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
That's a weird part, right? I was
Yeah,
like,
so
that took me out of it.
Yeah. It pulls you out of the
Dr.
movie.
Seuss shit's going on.
him and fucking Barbara Bush and like Zulu costumes and shit.
No.
Yeah.
Anything you can imagine, he probably did.
Yeah, I'm sure the man. He just had nothing left. He actually died at the age of like 36. His essence had been drained so much.
He's like the 1,000-year-old vampire.
You think he ever had a playmate like sit at the bottom of a cannon with her legs open and he just bungeed into it? Like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's
Like,
done
for
that?
sure, he's done that.
Yep.
He's done that with multiple girls.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyways, he needed to dump a whole casket.
He would flush them down the toilet when he was done, too. There's just so many around. Just like, I'm done with
that one seems fake, but it's entertainment news.
Next, Pusha T, security stomps.
Yeah, so recently Pusha T had a concert. That concert took place in Toronto, I want to say, and random dude just started spraying beer at Pusha T on stage. So Pusha T edged off to the side of the stage, and his security guards came out, pulled the dude out the crowd, and beat the shit out of the guy.
Nice.
While they were beating the shit out of the guy.
Way to do one-on-one.
While they were beating the shit out of this guy, he had a group of other dudes who were in the crowd with him, and they were like grabbing the security guard and shit over the railing, because they snatched this dude over the black railing and start beating the shit out of this dude.
Okay.
So while they were beating the shit out of him, his crew came and they were grabbing everybody. And later on, Pusha T came out and he said that he felt...
And y'all enjoy the show?
No, he started talking massive shit. You know where the fuck I'm from? It's Virginia. He started talking all kind of shit.
Here we go.
And the crowd started booing him.
Oh, Camp Pendleton, what y'all know? What is in Virginia? I don't know.
Virginia was for hustlers. You heard about that.
The Virginia Hustlers?
You know about that.
That's their national...
You know they hustle
that's their
in
state
Virginia.
logo. Virginia's for hustlers.
You know they hustle in Virginia. Anywho.
Go on.
He told the crowd, or he alluded to the fact that he thought Drake, he said, y'all motherfuckers allowed Drake to pay these niggas to spray beer. And I was like, why did he say it like that?
Beer.
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 Why is he spraying beer? But that was it.
That's weird. Anyways.
Rap.
You rap folk.
All right, well, fuck it then. What about SpongeBob?
Well, as you guys have heard, that poor gentleman, he recently passed away.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. R.I.P.
All right.
What's his name?
Wrap it up.
What's the guy's name?
The guy's name is
SquarePants? John SquarePants?
Stephen Hillenberg.
He died
R.I.P.
He died at 57, right?
57.
The one thing I respect about him is that he was an animator. That's it. SpongeBob is so fucking retarded.
Was he the voice? Who was the voice of SpongeBob?
That creator.
That fucking
And he had
person.
MLS, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
That challenge didn't work for him.
No.
You guys,
Go figure. Ice Buckets didn't just reach out and save people.
that's fucked up. Damn.
Anyways,
Yeah, well,
RIP
hey.
for him, and that's sad because I respect all animators. That's a fucking hard life.
Extremely
super
bad.
hard life.
I mean, he probably didn't actually animate it though.
He probably. I mean, he's
Sent it up
character
to
design,
Korea.
right?
he created it, right?
I'm
I don't know.
guessing he's just
created it.
character design.
I mean, if you're the person who created this world, you created all these
he
characters.
probably animated a few shorts and then.
You're right. He's fuck that guy. You're right, Trey.
Another I works.
That guy. Sweep him under the rug, boys.
Oh man. Yeah. So but that's sad. I mean, but you know what? Fucking
Who cares?
Hey, man. Too bad for him and his family.
But he got to live out his dreams. You know?
Yeah.
Be famous for a cartoon.
I'd be lying if I said
Nickelodeon cartoon. Yeah?
Subpar cartoon.
I'll pop in SpongeBob every once
Come
in a while.
on,
Take
don't
a
say
look.
subpar. SpongeBob is great.
Yeah,
subpar.
Some shit's actually pretty funny on there.
You know that actually they did a study of kids who watched
SpongeBob.
like SpongeBob on the regular, and they
were dumber than other ones?
It showed that it was significantly like decreasing their
Mental capacity.
intelligence,
Really?
in ways like grammatics. I'm a grammatics.
You watch SpongeBob, sir. You watch SpongeBob.
I don't. I'm trying to make it sound eloquent.
Get your grammatics together, dog.
It was like it was
Grammatically,
decreasing them in dramatic ways. Like they were like much slower than other kids.
Really? That's weird.
It's because it was just so nonsensical.
So goofy. You got
It
a
was
fucking
so
squirrel with a
nonsensical
goddamn.
that it was just like contributing to these kids acting dumb. And I don't know.
Yeah, you know, remember the girl that would talk like SpongeBob at Otis? You know what I'm talking about.
Vanity
You know, no.
from Last Dragon.
Christ, I don't remember no fucking names. No, I don't.
You know her name.
Oh, Priscilla.
What?
No,
I don't know. I just wanted to say Priscilla.
No.
I don't remember. Go on.
Jan?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Jan.
that's fucked up.
She did. She did it on purpose, though.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's
yeah,
super
that's
cool,
right.
but
Yeah,
she would talk to SpongeBob sometimes, and I was like, and that was before I even knew what the fuck SpongeBob was. I was like, why did she make that? With that voice, and then you're like, oh, or someone said, was there SpongeBob? I was like, SpongeBob.
I can't sit and watch an episode. It's just too fucking dumb for me. I just can't.
Yeah,
Cat.
it's silly. Cat.
Nah, cat.
All right, so any closing thoughts?
Oh man,
Enjoy yourselves out there. Life is short.
Life is short.
Life
People
is
trying
short.
to fire you.
Stay away from fires.
Come in your girl and,
No, don't
go
do that.
go get a plan B.
Safe running your babies.
Yeah.
Steve, you have anything good? Yeah.
Nothing. Stay safe out there. A lot of crazy shit happening, but keep your mind right. That's it.
Oh yeah, go follow us on. Go ahead.
No, you say it.
You can find us on Stitcher. You can find us on SoundCloud. Still, right? Is someone still paying that?
Overcast. Like
If
If we paying the bills, we're not gonna be on all that shit.
YouTube.
So Stitcher, Overcast, YouTube,
Twitter,
SoundCloud,
Friendster, MySpace,
We
find
just,
us on all that.
we just got initiated into the Apple ecosystem like a motherfucker.
They have their tendrils in us.
Yeah.
So hit us up on Apple Podcasts, the Mystery Children Podcast.com. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.